My name's Jim Coulter. I'm the inventor of the GoPilot. This is the box that you will be delivered when you make your order. What you'll find when you open the box is that it comes in this nice gray sack. This cloth sack is gray purposefully. We like to keep this as a discrete item. Once it's in the bag and placed on the floor of the back seat of your car, it virtually disappears. It's small, discreet, gray, and in the shadows. Once you empty the container, you can then lay this sheet across your lap and you've got some privacy should you need it. The device itself comes in two pieces that are easily assembled. Of particular concern is the disclaimer we have on the tubing that says that please do not use this while operating any machinery or automobile. Very important that you stop your car, pull over, stop your car to use this. The use is quite simple and intuitive. You screw the tubing to the tank, extend the tank to whatever level you need for functional use, and you take the cap off and you're ready to go. Now, this is packaged with an instructional sheet of paper that has some pictures and a description of the intricacies of using this. It's very important that you read that, because if you look at the design and remember the basic physics that water goes downhill, you'll want to be sure that you use the tubing properly. We created an offset on the opening to create a nice size device for easy utility. Keep the flat side on the bottom so that the urine may flow downhill. If you have the offset down, it could actually collect urine and make a bit of a mess. So please be sure to keep the flat side down. The length of the tubing is also important, because the longer you make it, the more chance you could put a kink in the tube, and you could think you're using it properly, and yet it will create a bubble that will not allow urine to flow downhill. So please extend the length of the tube the proper length that's needed and no further. On completion, you can then cap the end, and you're now without any concern about spillage or even any odor that may emanate from a urinary container. It is packaged also with sanitizer. This sanitizer is very similar to Purell. It can be placed a few drops into the container and washed with water and eliminates any odors from the urine. It can also be used on your hands because it is the same kind of solution as Purell. Finally, we package it with these squares of Velcro. The Velcro can be used either on the bottom of the tank to keep it from sliding, or you could use the Velcro on the side of the tubing and transfix it to the tank, or if you're using this at home, you could transfix it to furniture and keep the opening readily available. For people who are using this who are of limited mobility, it makes it very easy to get to the tubing so that you don't have to search for where is the end of it, and it could be kept very much at your side as needed. The container is opaque, so people do not have to worry about the appearance of a jar that's obviously filling with urine. It will be very discreet in its use from all these angles. The tube itself is an adequate length for virtually all common uses. However, you can take two tubes and screw them together and double the length of tubing should you desire. The end of the functional end of the opening and the tank have the same threaded opening. So you can take a second tube and just continuously add them together, so you could have a length that extends very far as needed. So I hope you see how easy this is to use. Almost everybody will give me a bladder story of a problem that they've encountered over a lifetime. So please don't think of this as just an emergency system. I've had people use it who are recovering from surgery, people who have severe arthritis, people in wheelchairs. There are many uses for it on a common day-to-day basis, in addition to the more obvious backseat of the car for the emergency backup system. So keep this in mind for friends, family, and neighbors, and I hope you find that it will make your life just a little bit nicer once you've gotten your own GoPilot. Thank you very much.